okay. Filming this when it's dark outside, lighting is interesting, but that's okay. We don't mind. So we have something kind of fun to do today. You need a sock and you need Sharpies or another kind of permanent marker, a little cup or dish, rubbing alcohol, and like a sponge or something like that. I'm gonna use one of these and see how that works. So what you're gonna do is just draw on your sock. Make marks all over it. These are weird tube socks that we bought for a craft here at the library. So no one is going to be wearing these particular socks. Whose foot is shaped this way? There is no heel. I mean, okay. So what I'm just doing right now is making smears of color on these socks. And because I am filming this for you and not intending to wear these socks, am not gonna make marks all over the socks. I'm just gonna make marks in a section, and y'all can do what you want with your socks. These are already turning out to be all the colors that 1980s baby Laura really liked. 80s Laura was very small. The 80s ended when I was in the first grade. So, didn't have a wild 1980s time. I was mostly 90s, but early 90s. Don't want you to think I'm older than I am, even though I have a side part and I wear skinny jeans, and apparently the internet thinks that's old now. Let me tell you, the stuff that y'all young folks are wearing, that's what my mom wore. So, I don't know who's old here, but I think it's my mom. Shh, don't tell her. Here, we're gonna put some of this rubbing alcohol in here. I'm gonna recommend you do this outside, because it stinks. It stinks. Okay, here's my colored section. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of that rubbing alcohol and I'm gonna put it on my Sharpie. And I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna show you what happened, because I didn't set up that other tripod because I hate that other tripod. I got that other tripod thinking, this is gonna solve all my problems. My life is gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. And you know what? All it does is fall down. That's its favorite thing to do. And when you get it positioned the way you like it, its own feet are in the shot. Its own feet. So like, you set it up and it's filming its legs, not what you're working on. I don't want to see you tripod legs. I don't care about tripod legs. Okay. So what happens when you apply rubbing alcohol to Sharpie ink, which is alcohol based, is that it makes its own tie-dye. And if you dotted it on instead of like scribbling like I did, it would smear even more. And if you do like a t-shirt material or canvas, like a pair of tennis shoes, it does it even more. And look, it bleeds through the other side. Now the problem is this stinks to high heaven. So what you want to do now is like put this outside because it stinks. But when it dries, it's permanent and you have like made tie-dye socks. Isn't that cool? And you can kind of control what the look of it is. So if you really want to swirl it in a certain pattern, that's the way you move your little paintbrush or your Q-tip or your cotton ball or your sponge, anything like that. So that's gonna dry and be tie-dye socks that no one will wear because no one's foot looks like this. But It's cool. So have fun with that. You can do it with all kinds of fabric. Or you can do it with like even like a coaster. It works on everything. Okay, happy crafting.